Um, okay, moving on to the NFC. So we'll go to the NFC East. We got the Commanders, Giants, Cowboys, and Eagles. Let's go with you, Lando. Who you got?
Yeah, man, Eagles all the way. Eagles all the way. They've got it. They've got the meanest front seven, or at least the meanest D line that can rotate in and out, stay fresh, keep pressure on the quarterback. They pretty much drafted all of the Georgia Bulldogs who've won the national championship the last 2 to 3 years, bro. So they're nearly their whole D line and their linebacker core are from the Georgia Bulldogs. So they got good pedigree. They know how to win. They know what it takes to be champions. And we all understand what that means, bro. When you got champion mindset and you understand that, especially when you're on the D. Obviously they could bring back Jalen Hurts. I reckon Jalen Hurts will give Patrick Mahomes a run for his money as MVP. Him, AJ Brown, Dallas Goedert, and Devonta Smith come back again. They've got a running back by committee. They let go of Miles Sanders, who's gone to the Panthers. So they got Kenneth Gainwell. They got the guy from the Lions, DeAndre Swift. They just got a whole bunch of I think they got like 4 running backs on their committee, bro. So they'll figure out a way to win. They'll take out the division, and I reckon, not to be sad to the NFC East, but it's going to be easy dubs, bro, for them. They'll come away with like anywhere between 14 to 15, bro. Wins this season. Unless something like flipping tragically happens, bro, and it just implodes, but that's highly unlikely. Who else was there? Who's gonna come last?
Dallas and the Commanders.
The Commanders will come last. They've got Sam Howell. They got Sam Howell? Yeah, they got Sam Howell as the quarterback. No one knows who he is. No one knows who the Commanders are anymore.
Who the hell is
that? So, and it's kind of a waste too, bro, because they got 2 mean wide receivers there. Trey McLaurin and the rookie. He's sophomore now, but Jahan Dotson, I think, is the other dude. So yeah, it just sucks, bro. And their D line is like a waste as well, bro. They've pretty much got like 4 first rounders on their D line, and like we still can't get dubs, G. So I don't know. Ron Rivera needs to sort that out. But yeah, that's gonna be my thing. Eagles on top, and then the Commanders coming. I don't care about those other 2 teams. Giants, fuck them. Fucking ruined my perfect season. And Cowboys all shit. Yeah.
Well, here comes the hater in me, Oos. I had to do it on one of them. I'm going with the Giants in this division, Oos. Daniel Jones is going to have his fucking... He's going to come back fucking year. Will come back. He never was there before. He's going to blow up this year. You watch. Fucking with a healthy Saquon Barkley. Now, I'm just picking the Giants just to fucking pick a different team. So I'm going to try to talk this shit up. Watch. Fucking, tell you, man. The Giants, Oos. You watch, man. Fucking Saquon Barkley. As long as he stays healthy, he's gonna run. He's gonna be going for record for the records, man. It's gonna be ridiculous. You watch the Giants are gonna fucking surprise everybody, man. Fucking Eagles, Eagles, they had their time and shit. Jalen Hurts is gonna get hurt. Talked about it last year. Never happened. This shit. I was trying to jinx that motherfucker, and after that display that I witnessed personally in Chicago against the Eagles, and looking at all those shitty ass Eagles fans. I will not put them on my fucking list. I will not pick them. Fuck the Eagles. I'm going to pick the Giants in this motherfucker. And I couldn't pick the Dallas Cowboys because fuck the Cowboys as well. That team, they should have kept Ezekiel Elliott because they just keep the narrative running. Because you just look at them and you always sort of scratch your head when you look at the Cowboys every year. On paper, they should be doing something great. They just do the Cowboy thing. And then the Commanders, well, don't even know who the hell the quarterback is. Like I'm actually looking at the thing right here, like a little thing on it. It doesn't mention a single name on the entire fucking little blurb about their season coming up. All it says is they were a 500 football team last year, and that's like the most positive thing out of this whole fucking thing. So, with that being said, because I'm just deciding to force this thing into my head that the Giants will win, I've typed it down. The Giants will win the division, meaning Philly will somehow come second.
You're angry in that way because they could have drafted Jalen Hurts, but they went for Justin Fields.
Silly. Long term, Moose. Long term. It's okay, Oos. There's a dynasty brewing. The monsters of the Midway are back, Oos. You watch. Anyhow, so I got the Giants winning the division. I got the Giants winning. That just sounds stupid. Eh? I got the Giants winning the division. Philly second, then Dallas and the Commanders. Who you got, Cam? You going Philly?
Yeah, I got the Eagles, and then I got Commanders last. There was a bit of news earlier in the season, in the off season, about Saquon Barkley getting their $11 million contract, and there was a thing about it. Like, is that a lot of money for a running back or not?
Running backs ain't getting no kind of money at the moment, man.
Yeah,
they're ripping them off.
The reasoning behind that also is you can find quality or talent and like undrafted or the 6th or 7th round now.
Yeah, man.
Prime example is Austin Eckler. He was undrafted and like he's like the 2nd to 3rd best running back in the league because he does so much. So you don't have to spend high draft picks anymore on running backs, and so that's where the value has diminished in that regard, and there was chatter about like Austin Eckler and all those undrafted running backs contributed to that. Get it? So they're trying to get more money, but everyone's like, "I'll just go draft an undrafted.
Yeah.
I'll just go pick up an undrafted running back who shows me that they want it, and then you're later vote, you're out." So yeah, bro, that's what.
And
that's
they're more
what
durable,
about.
And they're more durable. You
Yeah.
get these young kids fresh out of college, man. They've gone 2, 3, 4 years, whatever, in college, and they're using them as battering rams. You know what I mean? These older guys, the ones that get the big money and the big yards, they always fuck out and get hurt. So you got to have that insurance policy, and then the insurance policy comes in and performs, and you're like, oh snap, don't even need you no more. Why am I gonna pay this fool? Give him a crazy extension when, like exactly what you said, dude. So I picked some up to the 6th, 7th round, undrafted, quality backs like Roschon Johnson. Honestly, he's our 4th string running back, and that kid, he could easily be 2nd string on another team.
So you got to sort of be like a generational talent now at running back to be drafted in the 1st round. And Barkley is one of those. Barkley is generational. You're not going to get another dude like him again, bro. So he just hasn't made the noise because of the injury.
Yeah, man. He reminds me of Barry Sanders. How he stays so low to the ground, and just maybe it's those big ass thighs and how they just sort of like that lateral movement and at speed, without slowing down. It's insane.
100. Believe you on that one too, brother.
So boys, moving on, we'll go to NFC North. Packers, Lions, Bears, Vikings. Ash. Okay, who's your last then? Who's coming last then?
The fucking Packers are coming last. Fuck the Packers. The Packers are coming last. They don't own shit no more. They never owned shit before. They can fucking eat. Anyways, so yes.
What can they eat us?
Big, fat, steaming pile of shit. Elephant shit. Nah, it's too clean. Something fucked up. Anyways, I was gonna say something really fucked up. All right, so in this division, you got my Bears, you got the Packers, the Vikings, and the Lions. Now, the thing I'm looking at here has got it in a weird order. Fuck them. They've got predictions. I've ignored everything I'm looking at over here. But the way they have it, it's set up a little bit backwards. I think the Lions will be, like I mentioned earlier. I don't know if we were recording or we were just talking shit, but that I see the Bears and Lions fighting for the top spot in the NFC North, which is a weird thing to say. Just in the last 20 years, but Minnesota Vikings losing Dalvin Cook, and they got Justin Jefferson, but we said before, man, it's Kirk Cousins, dude. Like, he can be pretty good at best, but he's not going to be great. Then you got Green Bay, who are just in a rebuild at the moment. You know, I don't know what else you want to call it, unless people think that the personnel that they have right now can succeed. I just don't see it happening. Jordan Love never showed any sort of promise when he stepped in last year in trash time, or So look, end of the day, like I said earlier in my little thing up on my Bears, I see the Bears taking most of these teams out. And again, I believe it'll come down to the Bears and the Lions as to who comes out of this. But the thing with the Lions, yes, they had a good year last year with Jared Goff, but you look at Jared Goff's record, he's always been sort of this, and then he'll drop off and then come back up sort of thing. And at what point is he going to just stay down? You put a Lions jersey on his back, you just increase those chances. It's like going to play for the Clippers. Like, what do you expect? Some fucking career-changing moment? Yes. You now play for a shitty franchise. And the Lions will be the Lions. Detroit will be Detroit. So, yeah, no, look, I got the Bears finishing it. Well, I reckon we're going to have like a good season for me would be win a division or come close second with, say, 9+ wins. I'll be happy with 9. Best case scenario I see is us winning 12. When looking at the schedule, and it all starts on day one against the Packers. But so I've got my Bears winning the division with the Lions second, the Vikings third, and then the Packers hanging out with the Raiders and the AFC. What is it? AFC South? Is it AFC South? I don't even know. The AFC reserves. Big and new division. AFC NFL Kaya division.
I'll agree with Ash on who's gonna be coming last. Packers. I don't know what's up with the Packers, man. How do you have the best passer to ever play football and you only got 1 Super Bowl? That just doesn't make sense in my mind. He's the most talented passer to come out in like the last fucking 100 years, bro. And you only get 1 Super Bowl. Anyway.
And they were lucky at that.
Charles
that was
Woodson.
the year when they beat us in the NFC. Was it that year, right? NFC Championship? Was it 2010, 2011?
That they won. All I remember was Charles Woodson got a broken arm in their Super Bowl in the first quarter or the halfway through the second, and then he had to watch from the sideline. But he was the guy that made that team tick, bro. So he came in from the Raiders, bro, and fucking carved. Became defensive MVP of the Player of the Year and all that shit. I think he nearly got MVP as well, bro.
That was the year we played him in the NFC Championship and we lost. And Jay Cuddy sat out after the first quarter. Remember he packed a sickie or some shit. He tried to act like he was hurt, and we had to play with a reserve, and we damn near won the game with fucking was it McCown or one of those fucked up
Luke
backups?
McCown. Yeah. That's like me talking about the Giants beating us in the Super Bowl. Let's not go there. Could have that fucking 19-0 record, motherfuckers. Anyway.
Hey, so you got Packers in the trash?
Yeah, I got Packers in trash. That's pretty tight, all three. And because of Justin Jefferson, bro, he's a beast. He reckons he's gonna get 2,000 yards this year, which is like not amazing, but it's like fuck, no one's done it so far. Did Calvin do it? I can't remember. But
who the fuck is throwing it to him? See, that's my problem with that whole I'm gonna get 2,000 yards thing. It's like, yeah, dude, you're talented as fuck, man, but you still got Kirk Cousins throwing to you, man.
Yeah, better than Jordan Love. Oh man, you can't say Kirk Cousins is not a top 10 like quarterback right now, G. Like, fuck, come on, G. He can get the ball there. Anyway, besides the point, I'm gonna go off the Lions coming out on top. I reckon Dan Campbell's done a lot over the last 2 years, bro. Lifting that team out of the doldrums of like fucking whatever that's called. They were down there with like
the NFC North.
Yeah. AKA maybe the AFC South at the time, I don't know. But Dan Campbell's building a bully, bro. They drafted really well. They got a defensive back who we were trying to aim for from Bama, Brian Branch. They got the new kid, off the block. His name, the one that you flipping dropped, Jamar Gibbs, bro, who's freaking quick feet. So yeah, Jared Goff, but we're not asking Jared Goff to win. We're just asking Jared Goff to manage the game and don't lose it. And then Dan Campbell's got that whole organization, or at least the 53 that are on that roster playing for him, bro. And we all know what that's like. Look at Wayne Bennett, what he done with the Dolphins at the beginning of the year. Dan Campbell's got another year under him. This is his third year, bro, and I really reckon
you called it.
It's gonna be
gonna happen to this season. This season's gonna be exactly like the Dolphins season. Yeah, voila, yeah. What you do? You start off top 3, and where you finish, bottom 3.
And if no one in that division wins more than 8 games, they should go with the AFC South. But I honestly got like it's really difficult between all 3 teams. The Vikings have got it in them to win 10. Like for Ash's Bears, bro, they just need consistency. Their best rusher is their fucking quarterback. That's how you get injured. That's how you don't make like the fucking playoffs. So everyone's got to look at how to get Justin Fields better at passing the ball. What he was doing at college level, and just elevate that, bro. And if they do that, then yeah, Bears can come out on top. But I really like the story, or the narrative of Dan Campbell and how he's gotten those 53 on the roster. And that's the only reason why, bro. I just like the narrative coming out of the Lions. That's all. If not, I'll be going with the Bears, but I ain't.
Don't worry, I put Detroit there. You can fucking own that by all the way to the end of the year, Oos. I'll screenshot that shit and send it to you every other day.
I like how you bagged every other fucking organization, but you're making us sound like your Bears haven't been sniffing shit the last 5 years. Man,
For ages, though, we've been fucked up, man. But it's okay.
Your shit don't stink, yeah.
It smells like it's horrible. I remember getting teased as a kid, as a Bears fan. I don't give a fuck, man. It doesn't faze me anymore. And I just gotta put that positive energy. It's like being a Warriors fan. You know what I mean? People been talking shit for how many years, dog? And look at it now. You know what really pissed me off? Sorry, this little segue about the Warriors is how we got all these bandwagon motherfuckers over here that also up the Warriors. Like, shut the fuck up, man. I remember I used to come to work and talk about the Warriors, and everybody be laughing at me. Now walking to work, hey, up the Warriors, and I'm like, oofa, up your ass. And they're like, whoa, why you want to be like that? I was like, fuck, bro, you teasing me wearing my shit last year. Now what? Up the Warriors, oofa.
Wear your Tigers jersey.
That's what's gonna happen, Oos. Silly. That's just gonna happen when once we have our season. You watch, because I reckon the thing about the Bears is gonna be a fun. It's a fun. If they're successful, it'll be a fun team to watch. If it clicks, it'll be fucking ridiculous. If not, it'll just be fucking another shit show.
Ridiculous
highlights in like 60-yard. Justin Fields is gonna break the record for the rushing quarterback in like the first 8 games. You know what I mean? Something ridiculous like that. But yeah. Thank you for the not so much love there, Lando. Love, but not love. At least you put the Packers at the bottom. Fuck Packers.
Yeah, fuck the Packers.
Fuck the Packers.
Fuck them, bro.
Fucking Packers.
I'm going with the Bears, eh? Bears at the top. Packers last.
Yeah, Packers.
It's all right. Say no more. Say no more, Ken. That's awesome. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You can't come at me, bro. I put my team at the bottom of my division. I know. So fuck, man.
I had you guys second from last, dude. Second from last.
Yeah, but I placed mine at the bottom because I realized. See,
that's your brain talking. That's your brain. That's your head talking.
But that division is just stupid, man. That would be similar. That'd be similar to when you had Green Bay ticking, you had
Vikings
Minnesota
and the Bears
ticking. Yeah, bro.
All 3 of you made that fucking playoff.
You went over top of those 2, man, because it was just like you never get past them.
I think he's all won like 10 games too that season, bro.
Yeah.
Which was nuts.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Anyway,
NFC South. Now this is another unattractive division.
Fucking hell.
Looks like We got the Falcons,
All right, you start this one off. I'll grab another beer, Lando.
Saints, and the Bucks.
Yeah. Yeah. There's not much to say. They're all in like a rebuilding phase. I think fucking what's the old quarterback from the Browns is there? The number 1 pick.
Mayfield.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield's at the Tampa Bay. Desmond Ritter, the sophomore, I think he's the quarterback for the Falcons. I don't know who the quarterback is for Carolina.
They got that Bryce.
Oh, Bryce Young.
Yeah.
They got Bryce Young from out of. Fuck, he's not from Bama, is he? I'm sure he's from Alabama. There's CJ Stroud that's from Ohio State, and he's over at the Texans. Anyway,
yeah, that's right.
They all guys. The Saints have got Derek Carr, so I guess that puts them ahead of the game. Derek Carr's got Chris Olave. Michael Thomas is back apparently, a little bit more happier. But they've got Kamara suspended for 4 games for performance-enhancing drugs or some masking fucking agent that doesn't allow them to pick up on that. And then they've got the bro from the Lions. What's his name? Jamal Williams. Yeah, and he can cover real good, bro. He's a good running back. Plus, he's like anime, like he's like himself too, bro. He's got some funny ass shit he says at his press conferences and when they introduce themselves on TV.
Yeah,
he says some funny ass shit. I guess just by default, the Bucks are in a bit of a shithole. Mike Evans wants a new contract, bro. He's only one of 2 players to like have 9 consecutive 1,000-yard seasons. The only other person is like arguably the greatest to ever play the game, Jerry Rice. So Bucks, they want to pay him. So he's looking at going elsewhere. So he's injured at the moment. They still got Chris Godwin and co, but Leonard Fournette's not with them. Yeah. Once again, that's funny as it's the Southside divisions. So it'll be a battle of who gets the number 1 pick this year. I've got the Saints coming out on top, and I don't give 2 hoots who comes last in the division. I'm just gonna say the Panthers because they're the Panthers. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know who to choose to come out. Or the Falcons. Fuck, I don't know. Whoever's got the least talent on their roster and got shitty head coaches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'm sort of in the same line as you. New Orleans. Look, Derek Carr's got this new scenery. He's got some decent weapons, similar to the ones he had in Vegas. So maybe sort of a similar sort of array of talent. Once Alvin Kamara comes back, that they can have a dangerous backfield there. I'm not sure what they're like on the other side of the ball, what the defense is like, to be honest. But like New Orleans, I think they might win it, but I'm actually going to go with Tampa Bay. And just because of the little glimpses of what I saw out of Baker Mayfield when he played with the Rams last year sort of made you think, this guy maybe might have something. He looks like one of those guys that on any given day he could be good, very good. I wouldn't say great, but very good, and very good on a team where you've got Mike Evans and Chris Godwin to throw to. They've got an excellent. Their defense is still good. That's the thing with Tampa is they've got a solid defense. If the age-old defense wins championships, not that they're fucking going to win any kind of championship, but for that reason and that reason alone, I see Tampa winning this division. But again, it's not a very flashy division. Atlanta, they've got a ridiculous backfield.
They got the rookie Bijan.
They got the new rookie
coming out.
They got Bijan
from Texas.
And what's the other dude from last year? Every time I see his name, I think Alligator. It's Ty
Alligator or something. Yeah, I know the cat we're talking about.
Yeah, that fool. And then you still got Cordell Patterson when he comes back healthy. If he's not already sort of back. So they've got an interesting running back situation over there, which would make for fun, for exciting football to watch at times. Probably mostly frustrating for the rest of the game. And then Carolina, Bryce Young, look, it's similar to like what we're talking about with the AFC South, where they're development teams, like who else is left on that Panthers team? They sort of had a fire sale, didn't they? They got rid of everybody that was worth something for future draft picks. So you can already see the route they're going. So that one's an easy one. Well, not an easy one. Easy one for the last place, that is. But I'm going with Tampa Bay winning the NFC South.
Nice. Yeah, I'll
What you
pick
got,
the Saints
Cam?
first, and then Panthers last for them.
Oh,
All right.
damn.
Last but not least, NFC West. We got the Cardinals, Rams, 49ers, Seahawks.
Wow.
Who you got, Lando?
Got the Niners coming out on top there. I reckon they're just a better complete team. They got Brock Purdy, bro. They're 6th round. Oh no, he was the 7th round. He was the last pick of the draft.
He was the what do they
Mr.
call
Irrelevant.
it?
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah, Mr. Irrelevant. Yeah, he was Mr. Irrelevant.
Now he ain't so irrelevant. So he beat out Trey Lance. They ended up trading Trey Lance. I think he was from the draft before that. I mean, he was like the 3rd pick or so. They traded him to the Cowboys just recently, either last week or the week before. So Brock Purdy's there. They're a different team of Brock Purdy. He's like that quiet sort of like demeanor, bit of a silent ninja, bro, silent assassin. He'll go out, dip and dunk, and then he'll just flip and chuck one, bro. So the offense is elite, bro. Their whole roster's freaking elite. But they're in a similar situation to the Chiefs. They need to re-sign Nick Bosa, bro. Apparently he's unsigned at the moment. And they need to get that sorted. I think he ended up being MVP, or was that TJ Watt last year? I know Bosa got MVP one year. I just can't remember what
I think
year.
it was TJ Watt.
Yeah, Watt got it, and then Bosa got it the year before because Bosa only played 3 or 4 games.
I saw something that Bosa's about to get the higher. He's about to get the biggest contract
for defensive player.
Yeah, for defensive player. So I think they're about to sew him up.
So yeah, bro, Niners are good. Kyle Shanahan's the man. He's got good pedigree, bro. His old man's the man. Old man won 2 Super Bowls with John Elway and Terrell Davis and co. Shannon Sharp and yada yada. I like the look of the Seahawks, bro. Pete Carroll's doing another rebuild there. They managed to kick the tires again on Geno Smith, who was a ex-first round pick for the Jets, bro. But he's looking good, bro. And then I don't know what's happening with the Cardinals. They've taken a couple of steps back. I think Kyler Murray's too busy playing COD or some shit. And
put him on PUP.
Yeah, I think I saw that too. So
yeah,
and then you got the Rams. Yeah, then you got the Rams, bro, and I think just on reputation that the NFC West looks mean, but I think just the last couple of years, Sean McVay took like 10 steps back after winning the Super Bowl with them, with their same squad. Cooper Kupp comes back a little bit more healthier. But yeah, I'll say the Cardinals, they're in the trash, bro, and coming out on top are the Niners.
Did you guys see the stories about the Cardinals doing a tank on purpose? Like that, they're trying to tank the season to get that Caleb Williams.
They want to get Caleb Williams and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, true. Caleb Williams is from USC, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a couple of highlights.
Did you see his highlights from the other day?
Yeah.
Bro, the way he throws is just insane, man. And he runs, it's so fluid. It's wow. I can't wait to see him at the NFL level. Because you imagine him for another, finish off the year. He's just going to get better. Because he's a true freshman, ain't he? Or is he second year?
Nah, he was freshman last year, bro. Because I don't know if he was freshman last year, but he won the Heisman last year.
Yeah, I think he won as a true freshman. This must be his second year.
Yeah, sophomore.
Because I remember he was just in high school not too long ago and shit when they were talking about him getting scouted at high school level.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, he's gonna be something special.
I've never heard of a double Heisman winner.
Yeah, I'm trying to think now.
Like you think about it, no one's done
Bo
a double.
too?
Who? Bo.
Bo Jackson.
Wait, so we're going back nearly 40 years.
I'm like, did Bo Jackson win too? No, because
Hold
if
up.
you go back then, you had some iconic, like some guys that just, they were stupid. Like they broke records and they all won the Heisman. Like nowadays, you look at the Heisman Trophy winners, not a lot of them actually make it in the NFL. Like they're not the greats.
No.
But back in the day, you won the Heisman, you're almost sort of destined to be great, you know?
Yeah.
A lot of the Heisman
Okay.
Trophy winners from back in the day all fucking had Hall of Fame type careers. Can't say the same now.
No. Have you got us coming out NFC West?
Coming out here, it's the Niners, you know? Grew up a Niner hater as much as the Packers. But yeah, you can't deny them. Yeah, I see you coming from with Seattle with the whole Geno Smith. They got that new kid from Ohio State, is it? Who was it?
Yeah,
Justin
what's the
Fields.
name? Is the hyphen name me?
Yeah.
Nixon. Fuck, I can't know his name, bro.
Jackson
really
Smith Najibba. I don't even know how you say that
Smith
shit.
Najibba.
Don't even try. But it's that dude. Was it Najibba?
Up to you, JSN.
Listen to Najibba. Nah, but yeah, look, the Niners. I reckon the Niners going to do well. It'll be interesting. They've got plenty of talent at the quarterback position, so they're sort of covered if there's an injury. I reckon they should just hold on to Trey Lance as a breaking case of, dude. Run the dual quarterback system. I mean, fuck it, you know what I mean? Have two different sets. Throw something different in the mix. It's not going to be hard for them to win the division, so they're pretty much going to cruise. The way I see it, I think they'll cruise their way to a playoff berth this year. You got Christian McCaffrey, you got Debo Samuels,
George Kittle.
George Kittle. As long as he stay healthy, holy shit, man! Like that team is ridiculous. They can sort of just on cruise control get to the playoffs easy, get to 12 wins like it's nothing. I love the Rams, but they're in a rebuild. I think the best thing for them is try to stay competitive enough to not allow Cooper Kupp and Aaron Donald to request a trade, because that would be the worst case scenario for the Rams this year, is that they completely bottom out and then they sort of say the whole "thank you for your service, we're going to send you to a Super Bowl contender, go get another ring," because that's the chatter currently in LA, is that Aaron Donald, they might shop Aaron Donald and what's his name, Cooper Kupp later on this year. If it looks like it's going south, they shop their ass, get good value for them now for the future. Fill up all your drafts for the for the foreseeable future, for the near future. So the Rams, it'll be interesting because their first 6 games, that's the proof in the pudding is pretty much the Seattle game, week 1. They get blown out by Seattle. They're talking like they're looking like 0-6. If they manage to squeak by and win that one, they might get 3-3 to start the season. 3-3, then you ended up with something where you're getting a 5 to 6, maybe 7 win situation. Then you can hold on to those 2. If you bottom out and you start the season 0-6, 0-7, you're watching Aaron Donald and Cooper Kupp walk, and we're talking generational talent again at key positions. Those guys, you imagine either of those 2 on any roster in the league for contenders. That's the type of addition that puts somebody over the edge. So that's just my whole thing about this division, is that there's a fire sale going on where at the same time you've got a team like the Niners that is actually a contender in my mind, in a division where there's nothing else. I feel sort of sorry for Seattle because they're in that limbo. They'll be like a wild card team in my mind, is Seattle, because of the fact that the other 2, Arizona, they might as well sell everything, man. Sell fucking move, man. Go move to London. I'm not even kidding. Like, fuck. They're talking about having a team in London, Send your ass to London. Fucking nobody wants to go to Arizona where it's hot as fuck and go play football. You serious? So
Go to AFC
anyway,
South, you reckon us?
hey, go to AFC South. Go join AFC South. Fuck it, bro. Yeah, we'll put it in Mexico City sombreros and the fucking
Filipinos,
London Bulldogs. Fuck.
margaritas.
Yeah, Paris Froggies. Chuck them all in. Fuck it. Make them like the G League of the NFL. Yeah, no. So I got Frisco winning that, and I've got Arizona coming up the end. What you got, Cam?
Yeah, I got the same as you. I got 49ers on top. Arizona at the bottom. Man, remember 2 years ago they were 0-9, started 9-0, started the season 2 years ago, and they just fell off a cliff, man.
The
On
Rams?
purpose, looks like. The Cardinals.
Cardinals. Oh, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I remember that
chaotic.
little run. That's a
Sweet
crazy
boys.
world, bro. It's a crazy league. It's a crazy league.